This story begins in 1690, with a strange, reclusive woman named Agatha Thorne, who was accused of witchcraft. Sir Jonathan Kane, the lord of the manor at that time, testified that he had often seen Agatha climb the ash tree outside his bedroom window during full moons. She carried a peculiar knife and would cut pieces of the tree while muttering incomprehensible words. One night, Sir Jonathan followed her to her home, but she disappeared before he could catch her. When he knocked on her door, Agatha appeared at the top of the stairs, pretending to have been asleep. The villagers, already suspicious of her strange behavior, joined Sir Jonathan in accusing her of using dark magic. She was swiftly tried and sentenced to death. Before her execution, Agatha screamed and cursed her accusers, shouting ominously, "This house will never be free of guests." After Agatha's death, Sir Jonathan began to feel a deep unease. Confiding in the local minister, he said, "I fear I've made a grave mistake." The minister reassured him, saying, "You did the right thing, Sir Jonathan. Evil must be banished." That evening, the two men took a walk through the gardens under a bright full moon. As they passed the ash tree, Sir Jonathan stopped abruptly. "Look! What is that thing climbing down the tree? It's not natural." The minister caught only a brief glimpse but thought the creature had more than 4 legs. He dismissed it as a trick of the moonlight and said nothing. The next morning, Sir Jonathan's servants were alarmed when he didn't appear for breakfast. Breaking down his locked bedroom door, they found his lifeless body on the bed, his skin entirely blackened. There were no wounds, no signs of struggle, and the only oddity was the open window. The minister, shaken by the news, inspected the Bible on Sir Jonathan's bedside table. Opening it at random, his eyes fell on the words, "Cut it down." For decades, Sir Jonathan's bedroom remained locked. By then, his grandson, Edward Kane, had inherited the manor. Edward was a wealthy man who enjoyed renovating the property, but his plans extended beyond the manor. He decided to expand the local church, which required moving several graves in the churchyard, including Agatha Thorne's. When workers opened her grave, they found it empty. The absence of a body unsettled the villagers, and whispers of Agatha's curse began to spread once more. Around this time, Edward began to experience restless nights. His bedroom was too cold, too noisy, or too bright in the morning. Frustrated, he decided to explore the locked rooms in the manor, eventually finding his way to his grandfather's old bedroom. His butler tried to dissuade him, saying, "That room has a dark history, sir. It's been locked since Sir Jonathan's death, and the ash tree outside the window has always been considered unlucky." Edward dismissed the warning and entered the room. "Nonsense," he said. He opened the window and gazed at the ash tree, its massive branches seeming to stretch toward the house. That evening, Edward received an unexpected visitor, Dr. William Carter, the grandson of the minister who had advised Sir Jonathan. William brought old documents belonging to his grandfather, including notes about Sir Jonathan's mysterious death. While reviewing the notes, Edward chuckled nervously. "My grandfather's Bible supposedly gave advice about the ash tree, cut it down. Strange, isn't it?" He opened the same Bible, letting the pages fall where they would. His eyes landed on the words, "You shall look for me in the morning, but I shall not be here." Edward ordered his servants to cut down the ash tree the next day. Edward did not live to see the tree felled. That night, at midnight, a grotesque, spider-like creature leapt from his bed, scurried across the room, and disappeared into the ash tree's shadowy branches. The next morning, Edward's body was found blackened and lifeless, just like his grandfather's. His final order was carried out. Workers began cutting down the ash tree. As the axe bit into the wood, a horrific discovery was made. The tree was hollow, and inside it lived a massive, hairy spider-like creature, its body the size of a human head. When the workers set the tree ablaze, dozens of similar creatures emerged, scuttling out in a desperate attempt to escape. The crowd killed the monstrous creatures one by one, but their terror did not end there. After the fire consumed the tree, human bones were discovered within its charred remains. Doctors later confirmed they belonged to a woman who had died in 1690, the year Agatha Thorne was hanged. And so, the curse of Agatha Thorne came to a fiery end, but her chilling words echo through time: this house will never be free of guests. Was it the ash tree, the mysterious creatures, or Agatha's unbroken curse that haunted the manor? What do you think? Let us know your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more spine-chilling tales. Until next time, stay curious, and stay safe.